Your mic is still unmuted.
What's up, makers?
Hey, people.
Alrighty. Let's see. I had no clue what I was going to work on today. I kind of figured it out last minute. So, even though there's a shoe up here, we're going to work on Gert's legs. And in doing the research on Gert's legs, they make no damn sense. They are a cone. They go from a skinny top to a bigger base. But then somehow when he's in the dog costume, they are like pointy at the tip and the top. I don't understand it. I don't understand how the big flat pony piece becomes like another point. I am confused. But I've seen someone's version where they kind of made it more of a tube shape all the way up, and they rounded it at the top, and that made a little more sense to me. So I'm going to I measured up the boy. So I got diameters and length and all kinds of fun. I averaged them out for what I need. Yeah. So now we're going to make a couple cylinders of EPA, and we're going to design it so that we can put Velcro on the back of them and have them stick together and be able to like put them on and Velcro them together. So first things first, we're going to be laying out the parts. So that over there. So this is Silly Wings. Apparently this EVA from Silly Wings is by Silly Wings. It's the brand that
Silly Wings.
What is the one that's still alive? Michael? Let's say it was Michael. No, Michael's has 5mm EVA foam. So, I do believe this was also 5mm. Thicker. Yeah, the head stuff was a little bit thicker. So it's probably like 8mm. 6 or 8. The millimeter is a tiny measurement. Like, you have in 1 inch, you have something around like 25 millimeters in an inch. When you think of it like that's a tiny measurement. The one thing that can make this stuff easier to work with, and it's kind of fresh off the roll like this, is put the curve so the crown is up. I personally like to use, I just had one on the table. These little cheap clamps from Dollar Store. Or not Dollar Store, Harbor Freight. They are not great clamps, but they work beautifully for stuff like this, where you just need to keep a little down pressure on something. I personally have about 6 of them, and this table is custom built. I have the hole through the table because you can pop these apart. So with these clamps, you can actually pop them apart by just unscrewing this wing nut here. And once you unscrew that, the little nut falls off. Pull that off. And then you can pull the end off. Where that's super useful is over here is this hole. And I've designed my table so that I can poke one of these down through there, reassemble this on the bottom side, and then it will allow me to clamp the back after work. I do not need that right now, so I'm not going to use it. The other thing you can do with these clamps that's really cool is you could put it on backwards on the opposite side and reassemble it so the jaws are facing away from each other. And then what that does for you is, say you have a part like this and you need to stick something to the inside and you need to stay there, you can put this like this and you thread. And if you actually have a good version of these clamps, like one of the better ones is the Irwin. These ones. These are a really good version of them. These will do the same thing. Or this little piece right here pops apart and you pop it off, put it on the other side. These ones you can actually spread a piece in case you like had two walls and you're trying to fit something that's really tight in there. You can put that in there, spread it, put your part in there, release it back, and the wall just pulls back in on it, and it'll hold that part very tight. So, yeah, very useful clamps. These little cheap ones tend to slip, but they still work great for like just holding things down to a table. And you just need something real quick. And it's not going to hold a lot of force. Those also work if you had like two pieces of foam that you need it to keep together. You can stick one of these on each side, slide it right there, clamp it down, and they would hold the pieces together while it finishes gluing as well. So you can use it, same thing with the cardboard or whatever. I would suggest if it's your finished piece and you don't want a little dent on it, use a scrap piece on the outside of it. So just take one of your little tiny drops like this and put it under the jaw and then put your workpiece there, because that will make this press into this piece instead of crushing your part and leaving a dent, because you get little dents like I have right here. So, just things to keep in mind in doing this. So, what we are doing today, hopefully one of these two silver trophies will work. This one is going to be, first one we'll do the easy one first. Or should we do the hard one first? Let's see how much material we have here first. Lord, I get some more. Okay, so we need 13 and 16, which means we need 29. We got 20. We got tons of material here. We might even be able to get arms out of part of this. Alright. Which is good, because I only have one more roll of this stuff, and I still have to get the whole body out of it. Put that one down. got my ruler mark locked down. No, okay. Let's go with 16 first. Wait, no, 16 is the lane. We need 30 first. 30. Way down here. You make sure when you're going to be doing angles that you mark your stuff in a way that allows you to mark the angle properly. So mark it towards the edge, as close to the edge as you can.
Is it okay that we're not seeing the edge where you're working right now?
I'm about to go this way now.
Okay.
We're doing 30, that means we're doing 16. So 16. I mean, I could go. I wish you could work on cameras. Go that way. Need some more of the part. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah. I can see what you're doing.
Okay. So this piece we're particularly working on is the calf. So if you look at my little doodles here, they look like chaos.
Doodle.
It's going to be the calf / foot. It doesn't really have a name. So, bottom of this is 30. The top of this needs to be 20. So 30 minus 20 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now, mark it at 5. And we mark it at our lines. Mark at 5, and we're going to mark at 25. There's tricks to try to bring Sharpies back to life. The silver ones, a lot of the tricks don't work. One is to flip the Sharpie. You have to be careful with that because if you look at the flag behind Sandra when she's on screen, it has little speckles all over it. That is because I flicked it and it will literally spray ink everywhere as it pulls the ink to the tip. So what you're doing, like flicking the marker, you flick the marker like that, you're pulling centrifugal force to pull the ink towards the tip. And nothing that gets up there, it'll fling it everywhere. Get her playing with the color. Okay. Let's try it with a little roller. I can't do that exactly. Really ain't my big roller. It needs to be able to reach from here to here. How to do this? What else can we do? Oh, that's not a factory edge. Word, but that's the factory edge, so we screw. This is corrugated plastic. It is basically cardboard, but made out of plastic. It is what all the stupid yard signs are made out of. Oh. There. Can you see me bend down real quick? I'm just cleaning the marker down low into this beat up nasty cosplay room carpet. On some trash where it doesn't matter. Instead of slinging it all over the place. Again. Five inches in. Don't be afraid to double check that you're on the right marks. Not mark corner. So you guys can see what I need. That is the splatter from me flicking the pin down there. It makes it colder. Okay. And we go from mark A. B. And we mark cross yeah. Oh, we gotta make this twice. I just realized that. Oh, let's make it once and then we'll see if it fits. No point in doing it wrong twice.
Right.
Okay. Where did my knife? Oh, my knife's up there. All right. Well, be entertaining because I have to wander off. So you are up now.
I'm up. Yeah. Okay. So, howdy, people. I guess I'll talk a little bit about some of the things that I know that are going on this weekend. Hey, Say Wong. So I do know Distance Nerding is going to be doing trivia on Friday night at New Helvetia Brewery. I believe that starts at 6. It's from 6 to 9. So if you are ready to get your Star Wars econ, it's going to be there. Again, New Helvetia, Distance Nerding. Star Wars trivia. I heard there are going to be prizes there. So if you want to test your Star Wars knowledge, be there in New Helvetia this Friday. Are you all set, babe?
Yeah, we are back to working. Nice fresh blade in the knife. All right.
All right.
Music's so serene and calming.
Wait, what? Is this Bruce go to sleep music? James wants to know. I mean,
Bruce supposed to be homework. Supposed to be Bruce do homework music, I guess?
Yeah. But I don't think he's doing his homework unless you checked on him.
He is.
Okay.
When I was out there, I hollered at him, but yeah. I like that I have put the thing in the front.
But I mean, if we wanted him to go to sleep, this would kind of be something we would play.
Okay. Now what I haven't decided yet is how do I want to close this. So I have two options. I can do a big zipper. And do a big zipper back here. Or flip that over. You can do a big zipper up the side here. And the other half on that side, obviously. All I'd have to do is hot glue it in, and then that would give it the closing power to stay closed. Or the other option would be take a strip of foam, obviously longer than this one, make it overlap lip like that, add one side of the Velcro there, the other side there, and then it sticks together. I think I'm gonna go with Velcro because it'll seam up better. The zipper, it'll have a little gap like that where the zipper is, versus this Velcro, I can actually still seam it Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. So we will do that in a minute. Because first, we need to do some flipping of stuff. Let's free this strap. Not get rid of it, because we will be using that in a minute. We are back to having a square edge. Look at that.
Yay!
Clamp. 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 Look at all this. Alright. Let's see, what did we need to build again? We need a piece that is 20 inch, 20 inch, and 13 inch. 20 by 20 by 13. We might have 5 more phones here. Like I said, I have one more roll of this stuff. We have 2 arms, another leg, and a body to make out of it. And I think this leg's going to pretty much kill this shoe.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyone that's wondering, the reason we're working on the 4 costumes we've been working on, well, 3 so far, but there's also one more in the mix. June Pool, Pool, which is this, Ahsoka Storm, or what is it? Stormtana, I think I calling it.
Yeah, I think that's the name we went with it.
Stormtana, and are all for June for Silver Age.
No, in July. For July. And the Ash matchup, which will be coming back real quick here, is for in June. So I will be switching back over to that one very shortly because I have more parts to work on, and there's going to be some sewing and such because I am making my own vest. And yeah, so that one will be coming back shortly. We will be getting back into Sinister Creature Con's costume of the Ash mashup. Boom. Ow, I just smacked the knife with my finger. That hurt. And that is why you're not supposed to leave open knives. Lesson learned.
This is why I say, I know better. I do not do better, but you should do better. Because I will hurt myself into saying, your results don't vary. I am very happy. My body has gone through a lot. The labor that I work and the hobbies that I have. What was our height? 13. So this piece should be the 5 piece.
Oh, look at this. Look who the fuck's in our chat. Been a minute.
Okay, distance nerdy. How about you give some sample trivia? Show what they can expect this Friday.
He says, fuck off, love you. Talk about like emotional abuse.
I was thinking bipolar.
That too.
Oh gosh. You can see this, I don't know if you can see it, but there's speckles all over this board. I did not realize I was speckling the board at the same time as I did before. Oh. That one there. And that one there. That one there. You wrote a ton of questions. Well, give them a sample one.
Like an easy one,
Those of them do easy questions. Part of a pitch.
You can give like one of the kitty ones though. But if anyone's ever seen Distance Learning do their trivia, it is such a pain in the ass to get them right.
Unless you write half of them. Yeah.
We may or may not be there at the trivia. Still undecided.
I mean, I know this isn't one that he has because he doesn't watch enough freaking Phineas and Ferb, but in the Phineas and Ferb Star Wars special, what job does Kansas have? What is her task she's been given?
Wait, she's on the dark side, isn't she?
Yes, she's a trooper. And she is given a very particular task, and it is repeated throughout the episode multiple times. But she tries to do other things and keeps getting killed by her superiors. Basically to stay in her lane.
Okay. Can you give the answer? Because there's two trivia questions in the chat now. So what was the job?
I know the answer to James' question.
Oh, okay. Let me put James's up here. What was Luke Skywalker named in the early drafts of A New Hope? Anyone in the chat want to guess?
I'm pretty sure I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know which hand it was cut off by Luke. On Luke.
Okay. Dennis Larson?
No.
James, can you give us the answer to that one, please, so we can have the other questions?
I mean, so Candace's job was she was supposed to go get Darth Vader socks.
She's supposed to get Darth Vader socks.
Yep. And she tries to bust the rebels for stealing the Death Star plan. And she gets told, that doesn't seem like a sock-related problem. Now, does it? That doesn't make... What?
Which one?
Trying to math my math that doesn't math.
Oh.
I think I may have cut this long.
Star Killer was correct.
Yes.
Okay, so here's another one from James. Which actor from the original trilogy is actually Ewan McGregor's uncle?
Oh, Dennis Wedge
come
is...
on.
We have an answer for that.
Dennis is Wedge, Aaron's uncle. Okay.
I think that's what he was trying to say earlier.
Where's that other one that filled in?
Yep, that's what I did. See? I cut it to 30, not 20.
And I think you answered this, but we didn't put it up. Which hand does Vader cut off of Luke in Empire Strikes Back?
I didn't answer, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Pretty sure it was his left.
I thought it was his right.
No, because he's clinging on with his right onto the tower. and then he holds his left hand up to cut, and it gets his hand cut off. I'm pretty sure it was his left. That
Okay, well, Phil, you're gonna have to like put. You're gonna have to put the answer in there, buddy.
Everyone else is saying right. I thought it was left.
He cut off the hand that Luke wipes with. Also, James asks Easy Money, are you going to trivia? Disasserting answers. It is, in fact, his right hand.
I thought it was his left. I thought he was holding on with his right. And his right still was in his left. What is the name of the creature that Java has on his tail?
Oh.
Hint, it's a two-part name. We may have a leg.
We have a leg. We have a leg.
Right, the blue part. Get our local
Oh, James, did you Google this? I don't even know if it's right. But this is James's answer to what's the name of the creature that is on Yoda or Jabba the Hutt's tail. And now we're doing a fitting. The kid is wearing a shirt we got for him from Brickcentric. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm even gonna pronounce it right. Cus.
Yeah, he's right. It's Salacious Crumb.
Salacious Crumb. Okay.
So yeah, we have a leg, and now you can go back to your homework. Okay, cool. Keep going, bud. Good job. Whoa.
Oh, Baby Yoda!
Alright.
Baby Yoda!
Okay, well, on the upside, this piece has been completely erased, because now, I make my Velcro pad out of it. See how much do I want to overlap? I'll go 2 inch. Well, actually, it's going to be 2 in a little bit, but as long as I use the same ruler to mark all of my parts, it'll be fine. This ruler doesn't start at the 0 point. It's kind of annoying. It's super annoying. For a ruler that starts in dead 0, this one has a little gap before 0. It's kind of annoying. It's little things like that that slow your work down. Because if I didn't have to worry about lining up dead 0, I can just hit the ends against something and that's 0. Then that would make my work go quick. my workflow faster. Also, using the ruler on the fashion that you just saw me, where I actually turn the edge into whatever number I need. So in this case, that's on 6. I could normally mark this side and that'd be 6 inches. But right now it's 6 and a little bit. Let's see. We'll go here. Oh, that's supposed to be 6. I'll go a little fingernail mark there. Go to 7. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot of it. An 1/8 of an inch. That's a lot of it. That's your full time for most fabrication situations.
Look at that business happening in the chat here. James and Phil having conversations saying they need to talk to people and email them stuff because they have content.
Now this strip will get glued into here, and then I will run a piece of Velcro down this. That's that one's, and now I need to make one for this one, but this one's going to be a little bit harder. Because this one isn't as easy as measuring here. I need this angled measurement. So that long guy is a little bit weirder to measure. The trick is to go from the outside corner point, the longer side, measure from that side back to the other side, which is 16 3/4. Because if you measure from the longer end of your taper back to your shorter end to get that, then the ruler or the tape measure hook doesn't have anything to catch on. Versus if you measure from this side to that side, the tape measure hook might hit this side and start lifting off the actual tip here where you're actually trying to measure. So when measuring a slanted piece, go from the longer end back to the shallower end. And this is where that piece I talked about earlier comes in. Wait, what was my number? You remember the number, right?
No. Chat, what was the number?
I'm on with 17. But I think it's 16 3/4, but I'm going with 17. That's what it measured up to this time when I stuck the tape on it. So I measured down this way, 17. That's funny, the more beat up one looks better. The beat to hell marker works better than the one that's not beat to hell. That's funny. Let's see. Ooh, look at that perfectness. You guys see how close that line is to the edge? That's how much, that's my line to where I need to cut it at. That's close. Like, that's super close. I need to cut that 90-degree section there. That is super close to not having enough material over here. Okay, let's do this to make this less in line and easier for you to see. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Look at that. We stick the ruler, mark it at 2. trophy. And now we need to fix the weird straight edge plastic again. Look at me leaving knives open again so I can get stabbed in the hand again. I work very unsafe. I feel like once I've done this long enough, there'll be a montage of me just hurting myself.
Did you want to do that?
Haven't done it enough times on camera yet. Because I keep doing stuff like that, I guess. Loads of it. Alright. Oh, you know what's even crazier?
What?
This is the newer design, the one that's dying quicker. It's the newer design. The older design actually is working better. So this is like the OG original design artwork on the side of the pen. And this is the metallic silver, more modernized one they do on the camera. So the old Sharpie actually works better than the new Sharpie. Fine obsolescence. Okay. Oh, no Sharpie works if you leave them jams open. That's actually good. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Boom. Yeah. Alrighty. Does Grave have a show tonight?
Yes, I was just looking that up. He does. I was just getting the information. Let me bring it back.
Grave is talking to...
He is going to have on his show. Where's their name? Members of NKY Films, Rocky Gallor, Nicholas, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, Hennis, Eric M. Hunter, and Gage Daly. They're writers, directors, and actors. So they are in filmmaking. So if you want to find out what they do and how they get stuff done, go and check out Grave after we wrap up here in approximately 15 minutes.
Okay. So I know I have the other half of this somewhere in that bag, but I want to get my Velcro out so I know about how wide I need to keep my distance so that I can fit my Velcro on and be able to get full contact at the end. What I'm going to do here is just in a couple of spots, setting the Velcro in place roughly. Move it to the side. We'll give it a dash mark and a handful of spots here. And that will tell me how much stick out I need when I glue this on. So now you can see kinda maybe. Oh, there you go. You can see the little dash marks on there. And then I can go right on the Velcro side, and there's a cap. You back away. I will be doing the exact same thing to that other one. It doesn't really matter which side you glue this to. I'm just going to pick a side, and then I'm going to do the opposite side for the other ones. And that's how I'm going to decide left and right, because I want the front-facing lip, in this case this side, to be the outside. Therefore, this will automatically be a left leg if I glue it to this side. Once I glue it to this side, that will make a right leg. This is an arbitrary thing that I have decided. The reason I want the lip on the top lip on the outside is because it's going to be easier to hold the inside of his leg and push the outside in to get it to line up good than it would be to hold the outside and push the inside in to get it to go where I need it. And this is glued shut. Pliers. Magical. Alrighty. So, yeah. So, you guys all know this process by now. We have shown it many times so far already. This is the part where if I was pre-recorded, it'd get very fast and there'd be new. But we are live! So, is anyone dressing up for May the 4th? Or Comic Book Day?
I know we should be, right? Doing something?
Mm-hmm. No, we're at least going to a comic shop.
Yeah, we're at least stopping by JLA and maybe going, what was it?
Roseville Gamer Con, I think it's called.
No, I think that one's Mother's Day weekend, but this coming weekend, I want to say it's Rancho Cordova. Phil, if you're still in the chat, please correct me and give me the proper information. As much of it as you can, because I knew you were still waiting on details. Ooh, what'd I do? I did something in my screen just you. This is weird.
Oh, you went and you got me full screen?
Yeah. Yes, Phil, for Saturday. For this Saturday. For Free Comic Book Day. Rancho Cordova Gaming Expo at the Rancho Cordova City Hall from 11 to 5. I want to say Phil has a booth there. So Distance Learning is going to have a booth this time. And I do believe it's the May 9th. They will actually be doing a panel. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Okay.
Yes, along with Geek Freak. So Distance Learning and Geek Freaks are going to be at the Rancho Cordova Gaming Expo in Rancho Cordova this Saturday, May the 2nd, from 11 to 5.
Yeah. You see that little lip there now? That will allow me to set Velcro in there. So this will get stuck down like that after I paint. And then I'll have the opposite Velcro on the opposite side so that when I bring the two together, it'll seam right up like that. Hold the whole surface. That is a leg. Here's their other part of the leg. Here's their other piece.
Oh yeah, load icon's a thing too. I forgot. That's not this coming weekend, but the next one. Is anyone going to load icon?
So this particular leg, like I said before, does not exactly matter if I make a left or a right, but when I make the second one, it will do the same exact process, and I will probably do off screen so you guys don't have to watch the same episode again. But it will be the same process, just in reverse mirror. All these pieces will be cut exactly the same. The only part that will actually change is this piece I'm doing currently will get Velcroed to the opposite side. And as far as the Velcro goes, it is double-sided stick tape or sticky back Velcro. But I will probably put a couple dabs of super glue down it just to make sure it sticks. This one actually really doesn't matter because there's not a top or a bottom to it. And if you haven't already watched it, you guys should go check out the lightsaber tutorial we did with Odin. Showed how to make really cool Buffet lightsabers. So they're made out of duct tape, foam, and PVC pipe. All the ingredients that are parts you need are listed on our social media and at the beginning of the video. But you can make yourself a cool lightsaber, something like that. And you can actually hit each other with it and not kill each other. But if you want to get fancier with your lightsabers, go to Cavalcade. Cavalcade has a good set of stuff. You can get authentic replicas, you can get just random battle lightsabers, such as so. And they have cool sound effects. And this is one of the cheap ones, and it's still super cool. So, if you guys want a real lightsaber, go hit up Van over at Hybrid Cave and let him know that Delongfam sent you out there. He is based out of the outskirts of the bay. So, if you are in the valley or in the Bay Area, he can, I'm pretty sure they ship them, but if not, it's pretty easy be able to meet up with them and get a saber, and they have warranty on their sabers. So if you break it, they'll repair it. The blade is made of the same thing as a riot shield. Those things are super tough.
Oh yeah, you can like beat the crap out of somebody with one of those.
They're freaking home defense weapons.
Wait,
No,
what code?
I've checked for the noise a couple of times with my lightsaber. Hear the noise somewhere in the house and be like, ah, what is that? Wow! It's a flashlight and it's a baton. It's freaking wonderful.
Can you imagine how someone would react and they're breaking into somebody's house and all of a sudden they hear that wah noise?
Or that droney.
Yeah.
So that's the second part of the leg. It'll have Velcro as well. Bringing those two things. And that's going to be our legs. With that being said, we are right on time to tell y'all.
I just realized the time.
Not a hate. Catch you guys next time.